What's up, man? Alright, guys, today's video is titled Why Hojabis Hate Andrew Tate. So, Hojabis are Muslim women who are hoes, which sadly and unfortunately the vast majority of them are nowadays. And these women, they hate Andrew Tate with a passion, okay? No other group of women hate Andrew Tate. Even black women do not hate Andrew Tate as much as hojabis. And the reason behind it, guys, is very simple. You see, what Andrew Tate is doing is that he's telling men the Nagasaki Hiroshima black pill truth that if you're talking to a woman, you're going out with a woman, and you're not sticking your dick in her pussy, you are wasting time. You see, the difference between Andrew Tate and me, Amr Metwali, is that there is nothing Andrew Tate said that I have not said in the past 4 years since I've been on the internet. The only thing Andrew Tate couldn't talk about, which I could talk about, is that I know hojabis are hoes because I was married to one of them. So what ends up happening, guys, in this situation where you have somebody like Andrew Tate, who supposedly is a Muslim now, and a lot of guys out there, a lot of Muslim guys are following in his footsteps, is that these guys are going to say, hey man, he is right. Going out with women does me no good if I'm not banging the woman. So what you guys out there have got to understand about hojabis is that Islam is the last bastion that has not been attacked by lefty liberalism and feminism. So a lot of women out there who have embraced feminism, they want to go out there and they want to ride the cock carousel while at the same time giving guys the idea that they're good Muslim women, when in reality they're fucking sharmutas who make Western women look like angels. So with Andrew Tate coming out and telling guys the truth about how women operate and why men need to be men and need to focus on themselves, he is prohibiting these hojabis from having access to guys who they can prey upon later on in life. You see, the average hojabi, she wants to go out and ride the cock carousel, okay? You see, Muslim women have been brainwashed to believe that they have been oppressed and it's their God-given right to ride the cock carousel like nobody's business. See, imagine the Muslim woman a lot like a kid who's been told to eat broccoli, and now for the first time ever you gave him access to a candy store. Obviously that kid is gonna go crazy inside the candy store, eating up all the candy in the world, even though it's bad for him, even though he'll end up throwing up from all the candy he's gonna eat. Nevertheless, because he has been prohibited from eating candy and he's been eating broccoli all his life, he's just gonna go crazy over candy. It's the same thing with Muslim women, you know. Muslim women, they're not allowed to be dirty sharmutas for a reason. Now, because patriarchy has been pretty much eliminated, these Muslim women, they're gonna go out into the world and they're gonna ride the cock carousel like it's nobody's business. Now, the problem here is that later on down the line, thanks to people like Andrew Tate, me, the Red Pill community, MGTOW in particular, guys are gonna wake up and they're gonna realize that, hey man, these women, they're just wasting my time, and then they're going to later on take me on as a beta box deluxe, like a hard-hitting truth said in the past. Now, a lot of these women out there, guys, they want to prey upon you later on in life. You see, a lot of guys have gotten into PUA. Now, the PUA coaches, they tell you, oh man, when you are in your teens and 20s, these girls, they'd laugh at you, they spit on you, they wouldn't even look at you. But when you're in your 30s, you got your money right, you're finally a doctor, your business is doing well. These very same women who like 15 years earlier wouldn't even look at you, now they're gonna come chasing after you. So, of course, they're gonna go chasing after you. They're post-wall. Chad ain't blowing out their back anymore. So yeah, of course, they want that Beta Bucks Deluxe to take care of them. What Andrew Tate is doing is that he's telling guys that, hey, don't be some hoes Beta Bucks Deluxe. And this is what's driving these hojabbies so mad, is that they're not gonna have that guy who's gonna let them gain 400 pounds, spit out a baby or two, and then, a couple of years later, divorce rape him, take half his shit, and get alimony for the rest of her sad and pathetic life. Okay? So, a lot of you young Muslim guys out there, you all need to understand, man. If you're a Muslim dude, you're listening to this, even if you're not Muslim, I don't care. You gotta go mikdal. A lot of you young guys out there, especially you Muslim guys out there, you've got to understand, man. These young women, like TFM said, they want to sport fuck. These girls, they want to spend their teen age and their early years fucking as many guys as they possibly can. Heck, a lot of these girls, they actually fantasize of having a train run on them, meaning that they have several guys just going in and out of her. Okay, a lot of these women out there, guys, I don't care if it's a hojabbi or not, a lot of these women out there, they fantasize about having a train run on them, and then when they're done, they want to come to you. We see the videos on TikTok all the time where the girl is like, I got a train run on me, all these guys come in my pussy, then I go over to my boyfriend, he eats my pussy, he doesn't know that he's tasting 27 other guys who were just running a train on top of me an hour ago. So a lot of guys out there, thanks again to Manosphere, Red Pill, even Black Pill, a lot of these guys out there are waking up to the Red Pill. And, Andrew Tate really is a big proponent of the Red Pill. And Andrew Tate has well over 2 million people on his Twitter, and these are 2 million guys out there who are red pill. These are 2 million guys out there who are waking up to the truth about female nature. And Muslim guys out there, you need to understand, man, you can't have a relationship in this current era. You just can't. The woman wanna sport fuck, and the woman who don't wanna sport fuck, they'll marry you at a young age. Then after they spit out a couple of kids, they secured the bag. Eventually, a woman will divorce you. Guys, I am telling you, as somebody who grew up in a Muslim community, divorce is rampant throughout the Muslim community. Pretty much all the young Muslim women who grew up here in America, they're all getting divorced by the age of 34, 35, okay? So even if you marry a virgin, even if you marry her at the age of 22, 23, eventually she's gonna leave you. For example, one of my second cousins, he's a corporate lawyer out in Mountain View, out in San Francisco. So obviously I'm a corporate lawyer out in San Francisco. He's making a lot of money, right? Guess what? His wife left him, saying that her entire life with him was a total waste of her time. Bitch, this guy brought you from Egypt. He put you through college. He paid for everything. He gave you 3 kids. And after 12 years, you decide to dump him in the garbage can and go ride Chad's cock. This is what a lot of you Muslim men out there have to understand. You're either gonna get a young virgin woman who ultimately is gonna leave you and go ride on Chad's cock, or you're gonna get a woman who's been thrown off the Chad cock carousel, who eventually will end up leaving you after she secures the bag. Both ways, a lot of you guys out there, you're gonna end up getting divorce raped. This is why, guys, MGTOW is the only path for you guys out there. Now, MGTOW is not about abandoning women altogether. I don't know why people say MGTOWs are going away from women. We're going away from a toxic society, okay? Here in America, monk mode for me. When I go to Mexico, man, woo! We fucking 3-4 bitches a day. You know, if you got $100 in your pocket, you can get yourself a bitch, you know. Guys, for me, Amr Metwali, I simply don't have time to go to the bar or the nightclub, run some game on some bitch. I would rather pay a bitch $100, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and then I go back to my work. This is what a lot of you guys out there need to fucking understand, especially you young Muslim men out there. I made a video before called the Muslim Copper on my Muslim Copper channel. By the way, guys, if you're listening to this on YouTube, all my videos are on MGTOW.tv. YouTube has deleted my channel from YouTube. The channels I have right now, because I'm a persona non grata on YouTube, meaning I'm not welcome on YouTube. My channels on YouTube are so fucking censored and throttled that I'm actually getting more views on freaking MGTOW.tv than I am on fucking YouTube, okay? So, if you're watching this on anything other than MGTOW.tv, go to MGTOW.tv, guys. I'm releasing like several videos a week now. So the point that I wanted to get across to you guys is that eventually that girl that you're with, she's gonna leave you, she's gonna divorce you, she's gonna make your life a living hell. We just heard about the Green Power Ranger. The guy committed suicide because the bitch filed for divorce. Guys, divorce is no laughing stock, okay? Divorce is a serious matter here in the West, because divorce can effectively end your life. You can go to prison, you can lose your financial freedom, you will lose your passport, guys. When a woman drops papers on you, especially if you are somebody who is making money, it's pretty much game over for you, because the court is going to rule in her favor that she should get pretty much 75% of whatever you make. So you guys out there listening to this video, do not get married, okay? You can have a harem. Do not live with the bitch, because if you live with her, okay, the government can say, oh yeah, you're living in a communion marriage or a community thing or whatever it's called, you know. There's a name if you live with a woman. Even if you don't live with a woman, there was a guy in Canada who actually went on vacation with a woman, and obviously they'd share the same hotel. And guess what? The guy has to pay her alimony. It's like, she's not his wife. She didn't have his kids. You know, she's some Tatiana that he goes on vacation with every now and then, and yet the court ordered that he has to pay her fucking alimony. You know, this is where we are going. You cannot cohabitate with a woman. Do not have children with a woman in the West. Okay, let's get that out in the open right now, guys. Do not have children with a woman in the motherfucking West, because the woman will weaponize the children and hold the children against you. If you want to have a motherfucking family, guys, go overseas, stay over there, and don't bring the bitch back to the West. It's that simple, okay? This is what I've been telling you for the past several months. Here in the West, get your money right, get the fuck out of the West, and fuck hot bitches, okay? Western civilization is done. Stick a fork in it. It's over for Western civilization, okay? This is a sinking ship. Get on the life rafts right now, before there are no more life rafts available. And the life rafts are, again, get your money right, gentlemen, okay? A lot of you guys out there, let's keep it 100, okay? You're not gonna be Andrew Tate. None of you guys, well, I don't want to say none, but very few guys of you out there watching this video, you're not gonna be riding in a fucking Bugatti, Lambo, or even a Mercedes Benz, okay? So, what do you guys do? Guys, my opinion for you guys out there who are starting new, especially if you do not have something already going for you. For example, I got MGTOW TV and Give Send Bro going for me. Yeah, sure, I'm losing money, but I already have a platform, I already have a skill set, so I'm not starting from brand new. But if I'm gonna be starting from brand new, this is what I would do, guys. I would drive truck. Drive truck. If you drive truck, you will make $10,000 a month. Guys, I know Indian people who have absolutely no college education, Indian people who I drove cab with, and now they're making $10,000 a month driving fucking truck, okay? If I was you guys and I'm starting from brand new, I would drive truck. I would work 3 years driving truck, and I would buy a home in, say, Mexico, okay? You can probably buy a nice apartment in Mexico for well under $100,000. Avoid living in places like Cancun, Playa del Carmen, Tulum, because those are tourist traps. They're hella expensive. Go to Merida, go to San Cristobal, go to fucking, Guadalajara. Guadalajara is really nice, guys. I'm pretty sure you can find a decent apartment or house in Guadalajara for probably well under $100,000, and not to mention, if you buy property in Mexico, that will give you the residency, okay? And just to let you guys know, after 4 years of temporary residency, you get a permanent residency, and then after that, you can probably get a citizenship, okay? So you guys out there, starting from zero, work as truck drivers, build up all that money, buy yourself a place in Mexico, and while you are driving truck, guys, learn how to code, okay? Because you guys will go on the internet, go on Upwork.com, go on Fiverr.com, and offer your services as a computer programmer. Heck, you don't even have to be a fucking computer programmer. Be a proofreader. Be a copywriter, okay? Guys, I am letting you know, as somebody who traveled all over the world, not just Mexico, you can live comfortably in Mexico for $1,000. And if you have bought your own house because you worked as a truck driver or you were able to get that money some other way, if you own your own house in Mexico, you can live comfortably in Mexico for about $500 a month if you own your own house. If you have to rent in Mexico, hey, if you're making $1,000 in San Cristobal, you're doing fine, okay? Guys, to make $1,000 a month, that is $33 a day, okay? That's $1.50 an hour. Are you guys out there telling me you can't make $1.50 an hour? The fucking homeless bum on the side of the street makes more than $1.50 an hour, okay? If you can read, you can write, and you can use that brain of yours, you should be making more than $1.50 an hour. Guys, I am giving you options here, okay? Because again, you're not gonna be Andrew Tate, okay? Andrew Tate is a dream for the vast majority of you. I know Andrew Tate says, hey, if you join my war room, if you do this, if you do that, you can be up here with me. For the vast majority of you guys out there, that's not how it works. I am giving you, it's called fail-safe options. Now, I don't know if any of you guys know anything about computers, but back in the day, I'm doing software today. Back in the day, guys, I used to do a lot of hardware. So when you go into the BIOS, into the brains of the computer, sometimes you overclock the computer. Sometimes you put the settings where the computer is overacting and it becomes unstable. So in the BIOS of a computer, there's something called the fail safe option, meaning that if you use a fail safe options, the computer will boot and be stable. It's not going to be super duper fast. It's not going to be, in top shape, but it will work. This is what I'm giving you guys. I'm giving you fail safe options. I'm not going to tell you guys, if you buy my course, if you join my room, you're going to be driving around in a Bugatti. I'm not giving you that type of promise. I'm just saying, man, if you are not physically deformed, you're not mentally retarded, you can fucking drive a truck, make $10,000 a month. Fucking Indians who drove cab are making $10,000 a month. Are you guys telling me you're not better than fucking Yogi Obs? Come on, man. So, you guys need to understand, what worked for your parents just doesn't work anymore, okay? My parents are still together after 40 plus years. First of all, they grew up in a whole different era than what we have today. That's number one. Number two, when my parents grew up here in America, they didn't have any family here in America, so they had no choice but to rely on one another, okay? Today, these hojabis who grew up here in America, they got their mom living down the street, okay? So you, the husband, you're just some guy who makes money and gives it to her and cuts the grass on fucking Sunday. Let me say that one more time so all the Muslim guys out there who grew up in the West need to finally understand this, okay? If you marry a westernized Muslim woman, she's second generation, she grew up here in America, her mother lives down the fucking street, you are the guy who makes money for her and cuts the grass on Sunday. That's all you are. You are nothing more than a servant to her. She has the kids. She secured the bag. She can hit the eject button and kick you out anytime she wants, and she loses nothing. If anything, she'll probably gain more because now she's a single mother hoe and Big Daddy government is going to give her all sorts of cash and prizes. So the bottom line here, guys, is that Muslim women need that Beta Bucks Deluxe, okay? Andrew Tate is taking the Beta Bucks Deluxe away from women. I see a lot of young Muslim males out there. I get emails and these questions all the time. Amr, I'm a young Muslim male. I'm 18, 19. I want to get married. What do I do? I want to have a family. I want to have a stable wife. Bro, it's over, bro. It's over. You cannot have a stable family wife anymore. The PUAs, some of the grifters in the manosphere, they'll tell you, you maintain frame, bro. Come on, man. You gotta maintain frame when the bitch is cheating on you already? Look at Tom Brady. The bitch Tom Brady was married to, she was already cheating on him. Are you telling me that you're going to be better than Tom Brady? You're going to be better than Brad Pitt? You're going to be better than fucking the Green Power Ranger dude? Come on, man. You guys out there gotta understand, you can no longer have a relationship, especially marriage and children, in 2022 going on to 2023 in the West, okay? You gotta be in a country where women have no option, where you are the best option out there. You have to be with a woman who actually grew up in a cultured family where she has some values, some morals, some ethics. A lot of these women out there, guys, they're fucking feral animals. That's what these women are. And again, Western civilization is fucking toxic. Even if you get yourself a Muslim version woman, you marry her young, eventually she's gonna become a feral animal and just go out and get as many cocks as she can inside of her. She's gonna divorce rape you, and she's gonna run around town saying nigger and shit. This is what these fucking hojabis do. You know, the reason why my Muslim copper channel all of a sudden went downhill, because I exposed a Muslim woman who married a nice Muslim man, and she had to go out, ride the cock carousel, and she ran around the internet saying how horrible her husband was, and that he abused her, and that he was telling her not to dress like a whore. And the guy ended up killing her and killing himself. So you guys don't want to end up being like that, man. This is absolute worst case scenario. Imagine you guys getting married to a woman, you love her, you think you found yourself that unicorn, and then she ends up cheating on you, running around the internet claiming that you were abusive and shit like that. Guys, this is the red pill. The red pill is waking you up to that nature. You know, the reason why I called out my ex in my videos early on, because she was planning on doing the same to me. She was planning on running around the internet saying nigger and shit. I beat her to the punch. This is what you guys out there need to understand. Once the woman accuses you of anything, boom, shaka, laka, 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 you lose. Period. I don't care how nice you were. I don't care if you prayed 5 times a day. I don't care if you fast Ramadan. The second a bitch accuses you of something, that's it. GG, good game. It's over for you. All of humanity is gonna think you're a piece of shit. Worst case scenario, guys, you end up killing the bitch, and you end up committing suicide. You know, that Pakistani guy who did that last year, imagine if he had discovered my channel. He'd have shrugged his shoulder and said, good thing that bitch is gone. I don't care. This is what I want every person watching this video, in particular you Muslim guys out there. I don't care. You don't care. This is what Andrew Tate is trying to teach you guys, is don't care about women. Don't prioritize women. Women mean absolutely nothing to you. This is why, see, if you boil things down to the main reason women hate Andrew Tate is because he's telling you guys out there, don't care about women. Once you as a man don't care about women, they lose their power. You guys have to understand, man. Women are where they are today because of men who empowered, encouraged, and enabled them to be where they are. Once men say, fuck it, I'm out, I no longer care about women, where are women gonna get their powers from? Don't you guys watch all the TikTok videos here on MGTOW TV of women who are post-wall saying, I need a man. I need a man to clean my gutters, and not the type of gutters you think. You know, the type of gutters where fucking rain goes down on the roof. I need a man to fix my car. I need a man to shovel my snow. You know, when this girl was fucking young and hot, guys would line up to do anything she wants. Now that she's post-wall, probably a single mother trash ass hoe, guys are no longer wanting to do anything for her. See, this is the fear of woman. This is the fear of the hojabis. They know. See, every woman out there, I don't care if the bitch is 58 or fucking 18, every bitch out there knows the second a man no longer cares for her, it's GG. It's good game for her, okay? You see, guys, how does a fucking Giselle that was born 5.5 seconds ago, how does it know that it has to hide from the grizzly bear? How does it know that? Instincts, okay? Woman, no. A woman instinctually knows the second men no longer care for her, that her life is gonna be hell on earth. Okay, this is why I want you guys out there to fucking understand. You've got to walk away from women. Right now, MGTOW is the most important thing in the world. Forget about that Bugatti. Forget about having that Adonis body. Right now, guys, MGTOW is the single most important thing in the world for young men out there. And again, guys, I'm not telling you go away from women. I am telling you to go away from a fucking toxic society. That's the name of the game. Go away from toxic society. Guys, you need to understand, man. If the bitch works, she's toxic. If the bitch has internet, she's toxic. If the bitch is on social media, she's toxic. If the bitch has male co-workers, she's toxic. If the bitch hangs out with hoochie mamas, she's toxic. Okay? Vast majority of women you guys will run into, they're fucking toxic. Okay? Aaron Cleary, who's a mathematician, economist, statistician, hella smarter than I am, he did the math and he says about 2.7% of women out there are relationship material. He's 100% right, guys. Less than 3% of women out there are actually relationship material. 97 plus percent of women out there, man. Guys, you need to understand, 97 plus percent of other women out there, they're talking to other guys, they're fucking other guys. It's gonna be your turn. Like the old MGTOW saying says, she's not your girl, it's just your turn. This is what you guys need to understand. 97 plus percent of women out there, they're not relationship material. And going overseas, guys, you know, the whole passport bro thing, guys, as more and more desperate men go overseas, inflation will also go overseas. You know, just like America is exporting its inflation to countries like Egypt and Pakistan, passport bros eventually are gonna export blue pill simps to other parts of the world where inflation will go up. You know, the second that Filipina girl thinks she's desirable, guess what? She's probably gonna be as toxic as American woman, you know? So you guys out there, it's going to be very, very difficult for you guys out there to actually find a woman to have a relationship with and have kids with. It's going to get harder every day, guys. Okay? As more and more Americans do the whole passport bro thing, the harder it's going to get for you to actually find a decent woman overseas. You know, you might have to go to like some remote wilderness. You might have to go to like Siberia. Or guys, I'm gonna tell you something, man. You gotta go to countries, if you genuinely want to have children with a woman and not have to worry about some guys, you know, DMing her, hey baby mama, what you doing tonight? Go to places that the passport bros just will not get to. Okay, go to Mongolia, go to Siberia, go to these countries out there where it's so freaking cold that the passport bros physically cannot handle being there. You know, the passport bros, they can go to Thailand, they can go to Vietnam, they can go to Cambodia, they can go to Colombia, they can go to Mexico, they can go pretty much all over the world where the temperature is okay. But in certain places where you got freezing temperature, the passport bros just are not going to go over there. Okay, you guys have got to remember, very important, old MGTOW saying, a woman is only as loyal as her options. Okay, if she has access to other men, it's over. If she can work, it's over. If she can get on the internet, it's fucking over. You guys out there, you might have to go to like a village in Mongolia where they don't even have internet. Yes, it's that fucking bad. Okay, guys? So, the bottom line here, man, you gotta go MGTOW. You, for your own sanity, for your own livelihood, for your own freaking life, you gotta go MGTOW, guys. Again, imagine if that Pakistani guy who married that Hojabi, imagine if he went MGTOW, he would have never been in that situation. Imagine if he was at least red pill aware. Imagine if he found me or found Andrew Tate. He would have not killed that bitch and offed himself. He would have simply shrugged his shoulders and said, oh well, who cares? Guys, you need to understand, man. People don't matter. Even if people turn against you, guys, listen. Unless people are gonna murder you or throw you in jail or do anything where they can fucking alter your life, it really doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. Who cares what other people think? Again, as long as other people can't murder you, throw you in prison, take away your money, as long as they can't do something drastically life changing for you, who cares what other people think? This is what MGTOW is. Do you think we as MGTOWs care about these women who make hit pieces about MGTOW? We don't care what these hoes think. Let them think whatever they want. We're stacking our cash and we're getting the fuck out of the West. This is the bottom line. And again, cannot stress this enough. If you're starting from brand new, you have nothing going on for you, work as a fucking truck driver for a couple of years, save up a cool $100,000 and get yourself a house in a nice, safe place in Mexico, for example, or maybe even Mongolia. That's what I plan on doing, okay? Guys, right now, the name of the game is self-preservation. Guys, if there's one thing I can tell you about this video, self-preservation. This is the name of the game. Guys, having a college degree don't mean jack squat. Having a mansion doesn't mean jack squat. Driving around in a Bugatti doesn't mean jack squat. Right now, the name of the game is self-preservation. Trust and believe things will get worse. Let me say that one more time. Things will get worse. It will get infinitely worse, okay? Things are gonna keep on getting worse and worse and worse until God decides to step in, just like he did during the time of Pharaoh, and knock the evil people the fuck out. Until then, things will not only get worse, but a lot of people are gonna die. Your only option, MGTOW. MGTOW is self-preservation. Like TFM said, guys, we need you alive, so when the time comes to rebuild, you'll be around. So all of you young guys out there who are, you want to get married, you want to have children, you're feeling bad, you're like, it's over. Listen, guys, you gotta get away from in everything. Islam tells us right about now, guys, what you and I need to be doing is that we need to be high up in the mountains where it rains with our sheep, cattle. This is where we need to be. So everybody here watching this video, your ultimate goal watching this video is to go live high up in the mountains where it rains with your own sheep, vegetables, away from it all. This is the goal of everybody watching this video. Alright, guys, that's my video for today. Hope you like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Peace.